On that.
Absolutely. It is a keepsake. Well, a lot of people we all know flock to D.C. in mass. Now look at this, many trying to leave. It is a traffic nightmare just trying to get out of there. Look at all of the buses lined up. This from late last night. We expect it to be very similar today. The estimate suggests as many as 2 million people attended that inauguration.
Yeah, Jeff, some people took buses, some drove themselves, others took a flight. But most of them have left Washington and they're coming home. News Channel 36 reporter Richard Devane talked to some local folks who went to the inauguration, and he caught up with them at Charlotte Douglas Airport. Hi, Richard.
Hello, Colleen. Yeah, we were able to share some of the stories with these folks, and they were able to give us some of their experiences of what was a very memorable weekend. White House at that little... Buoyed by a magical moment in time.
Unbelievable. It was the most exhilarating, fantastic experience I've ever had.
I was out there with 2 million people.
Those who stood among millions now have memories forever etched in their minds.
A lot of great emotions. The crowd was as one, very peaceful, and it was very uplifting. It couldn't have been better.
We caught up with several who returned to the Queen City from the capital city after watching the first black man take the oath of office as this nation's 44th president.
In the air was this electricity that was unbelievable.
It was a lot of parties in the city all week. It was activities and festivities at restaurants, at people's houses.
And while there were parties and good times, those who took this all in person know, as President Obama says, now is the time that their work begins.
His message to us is that we all have to bond together and work hard together. And I think the country's ready for it. Certainly that mood was in the air.
And as you said, there were many keepsake mementos. This one, the Washington Post given to us. We also have the Charlotte Observer, but someone who had a number of these in their bag said, here, take this as a memento of this momentous occasion. Of course, we'll continue to follow this story a little bit later, but for now, with our mobile newsroom at Charlotte Douglas International, Richard Devane, News Channel 36.
All right, Richard,